guys, just thought I'd post a quick update. We're 25 days into the training. Yeah, not really feeling like training today. A couple of days ago I did some plyometric training, some insanity stuff that some of you might have heard of. Haven't done that kind of thing for quite some time, so I found it very tough. I did about 30 minutes of that and then went out for a 6k low intensity run, and ever since I've barely been able to walk up and down the stairs. So I've been on the foam rollers this afternoon to try and kind of iron the kinks out. It's just not really quite there yet. So yeah, I'm feeling a little bit like I'm letting myself down a little bit. I could do with kind of at least getting on the bike. There's been a pretty mental couple of days. Yesterday I had the day from hell, had a hard drive crash on me with a whole archive of work on there, and so I spent the morning sorting that out, and then that kind of had a knock-on effect with work and clients, and yeah, it was a pretty crappy day, to be honest. I mean, yesterday was always going to be a rest day, but I expected to get out on the bike today and perhaps cycle to Leicester and back, and I was aiming to get maybe 80 or 90k in. Just gone 5:30 and it's dark outside, and I still have a puncture that I haven't repaired from the last time I rode my bike, and I can't see that happening. Pretty bad. But hopefully I'll get that sorted tonight and get out on the bike tomorrow. I'll be mountain biking on the Saturday, and hopefully putting another run on Sunday. It's pretty intense, but to be honest, I'm not quite sure how to train for so many different events. It's very difficult. That I have running events, obstacle race events. I've got the suffering event in March, which is a good 13k obstacle race, and so I've got to develop. I have to do strength training, plyometric training, and circuit training, as well as training for running, which in fairness I'm pretty useless at, and train for the multiple cycling events that I have throughout the year. Not least the ride across Britain in September, which after downloading the training schedules for that from their website, it should have started in November. So there's a good almost a year's worth of training they expect you to do before that, and although I do get out on my bike regularly, nowhere near as they want 4 times a week, and long rides, interval rides, hill climbs, the whole lot. And I really just don't know how I'm going to fit it all in, but that's part of the challenge, and that's kind of it wouldn't be worth doing if it wasn't difficult and it wasn't tough to do, and it's for a good cause. The Macmillan Cancer Support is my chosen charity that I'm doing all of these events for. Some of the events require minimum sponsorship before you join the event. I don't think the first event is until June, July, and that's quite a small fee. But with the ride across Britain, I've had to pay for an entry fee, which was fairly high. It was quite a bit, to be fair, but you still have to raise around 2,000 in charitable donations. So if people could put whatever they can together and donate, I'll put my link to my Just Giving page, and hopefully I'm pretty confident we'll hit the targets. All in all, I would like to raise around 3,000 over the course of the year with all the events that I'm doing. In return, you'll get to see me suffering, dying, and looking an absolute mess, basically. Breaking myself whilst I can, So yeah, If you've got any questions, just give me a shout. If anyone fancies joining me, I mean, that'd be great. If people want to join me on any of the cycles or the runs, just get in touch. All the information for the events is on my page. Give it a crack. I think that's about it, really. So yeah, that's the update. As I said, feeling pretty sore today. Perhaps overdoing it. Probably training 5 or 6 days a week. Trying to get a yoga session in there as well as a bit of kind of resting. But it's a balance to try and not do too much too soon. The first event coming up in about 4 weeks now. It's starting to get very real. So Right, guys, have a good evening. Cheers.